Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Joseph Downs. If you're new to this channel, I talk about anything and everything. I go by Ozymandias. I've been going by that name for the last 12 years, photography-wise, I guess. So it has kind of stuck for a little bit. I guess to me, you know, it's like Michael in the office calling himself the world's best boss. It's a self-appointed name. But today I want to talk to you guys about my current vlogging setups, and I have various depending on the occasion and depending on the type of quality that I want to have. For example, if I'm shooting at night, I want to shoot with, you know, a camera that has the least amount of megapixels, which is the ZV-E10, and I have it paired with I think the MK200 Sennheiser microphone and the Sony Media Tripod, which these two are really great, but the lens kit that comes with it isn't really the best, so I'm not really a fan of that. Especially at night, you don't really get good speeds with that. At least that's just me. I'm not a professional, and I don't claim to be a professional when it comes to videography. I just started this YouTube channel, but I enjoy talking to the camera. And this was the first camera that I bought when I moved to Texas. I had another Fujifilm XT5 when I lived in Chicago, and I sold that. And then I rebought it again once I lived here. And I never really thought about videography with it. It was more so a tool for photography. I started messing around with this YouTube channel situation with the vlogging setup that I have currently here. And that sort of transitioned to the Fujifilm XT5, which is the one that I am filming with right now. It's been pretty nice working with the film simulations in body, and also I'm working on my own film simulations. I think it's pretty fun, actually, what you get to do, especially with the tools that are already at hand. And I have various, more than a lot of people, which I am very grateful for. With that Fujifilm at night, that's when it kind of becomes a little bit weaker in the sense of videography, because you start to see the grain based on how much megapixels there are on this. The cool thing about it too is the F-Log 2, which I've been messing around a little bit with. And I was very afraid to start doing so because I'm not a colorist and I'm not a professional doing that. But you know, again, gotta go to YouTube University and try to learn as much as possible, because there are videos and on Reddit as well where people have the same issues that I'm having. They've had it before and they knew how to fix it. So it's been pretty easy. I wouldn't say easy, but it's been a very good transition into, you know, working with F-Log 2, and I still have not started doing it on these videos. I want to have a little bit more time to practice with the colors that I want to put out. Also, that's just been very cool. And also, I bought the DJI Mic Mini just so I could have it close to me and have better audio, because when I was doing it with the Sennheiser, if I talked a little bit too low or a little too close, then the irregularities in audio were poppable, so to speak. I also want to start vlogging, like taking walks around the neighborhood, and I have the GoPro 10. I've been having this camera for 3-4 years. I haven't given it much use in the action sense, but I mean, you know. And then my first camera, no, not my first camera, my oldest camera is this one, a GoPro Hero 5. This one's pretty nice, and I used that one to do some like family videos, and I've never really done like vlogging full time before this year. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm vlogging, you know, but I'm like talking to a camera constantly, and I want something that's more portable. And I feel like that's my problem with the X-T5 right now that I'm taping with. It's just too bulky, especially if I want to take it places to take pictures or take videos. I want to have something smaller, and that's where the DJI Action 5 Pro comes into place, which I really want to buy soon. and just how it's able to connect to the DJI mics like that. You know, so just having that camera and really good audio at the same time. I mean, what else could you ask for, especially nowadays, right? I feel like that's the magic that has been lost on YouTube, in my opinion. A lot of people have become too good, and the space of homemade stuff and space where they could create in a more rougher way. Not to talk down on people that do that. I am actually very, very impressed that we've gotten to this point. You know, the fact that you could have such small form factor cameras and mics now, instead of just having boom mics where you have to follow someone all the time to do like documentary style footage, is very interesting. We've kind of lost the sense of the roughness of the work, and then also how shitty things used to look, right? For me, how I want to do things, I want to cut back on the professionality of it and just how nice it looks. I want it to be more shitty, I guess. I don't know if that makes sense. I am talking on a freaking Fujifilm XT5 with a film simulation to make it look better. So that's kind of hypocritical. Not hypocritical, hypocritical. Sorry. Yeah, I have 2 cameras with tripods, with mics, and yeah, I think I might sell this Sony to fund my DJI camera soon or something, just save the money. I don't know. ZV-E10 with the tripod, AKE200 Sennheiser. On my X-T5, I have a Ulanzi Tripod. I have the DJI Mic Mini. I have a 16mm Fujifilm 2.0, I think. And then for me to look at myself on the camera, I have a GoPro media mod display rigged to a micro HDMI, no, a USB-C to micro HDMI, so I could connect into the camera. And finding that cable was the hardest thing in my life. I had to get that special made from God knows where. I bought it on B&H, and it took like 3 months to get here. I call that rig system the Frankenstein monster, because it does look like a freaking monster. Honestly, it just looks yuck. But it works for me, and I feel like that's where we've deviated a little bit when it comes to filming stuff, is that we want to have the best of the best thing. For someone that's doesn't make a lot of money, kind of makes no sense. So I want to be an advocate for that you could do pretty good style videos just with smaller form factors, instead of just having freaking 5-10 pounds full of equipment that you could probably get stolen. So since January 6th, I've put out over 22, 23 videos now. I think this might be the 24th or 25th when it comes out. I don't know. I still have to edit, which is cumbersome. But thank you. If you watch, thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, if you want to like, thank you. It is very much appreciated seeing those numbers go up. Keeps me motivated to keep putting out more material. So thank you.